Alright, this is going to be a quick demonstration of the new shortcuts. So when you load a song, and you see it here, this is the button to start recording the rhythm. So you click this button, and once you click this button, there are shortcuts enabled. So I'm going to show you some of these shortcuts, and when I'm using the shortcuts, look in the bottom left corner to see me using the shortcuts. So here you can see me left click, A, D, A, whatever. You can see the button presses in the bottom left corner. And these shortcuts are only enabled when this thing is working. So the first shortcut I'm going to show you is the changing of the speed, this right here. So when I press 1, you see that it changes the speed to full speed, 1. When I press 2, it changes the speed to half speed. When I press 3, it changes the speed to quarter speed. So that's the first shortcut. The next shortcut is if I press E, I start the music, and when I press E again, I stop the music. I'm going to show that now. Started and stop. I'm just pressing E over and over again to start and stop. Okay, so now the other thing is when the music, well, if the music is started or not started, if it's playing or not, you can move the audio 1 second forward or backwards using the Q and W keys. So I'm going to show that now. Pressing W, and you can see that I'm moving the time 1 second forward every time I press W. If I press Q, I move the time backwards every time I press Q by 1 second. So it's Q, W, E. Very handy. Okay, so now there's a shortcut. There are 2 shortcuts for moving the syllable, the current syllable. So you see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 syllables here. If I make a mistake, I might want to go back 1 syllable or more to retry those syllables. And the way you do that is you can press the A and the S keys to move it backwards or forward. So if I press S, you see it jumped 1 forward, so it went from yeah to ain't. If I press A, it jumped backwards 1, from ain't to yeah. So I can move it multiple forward, and I can move it multiple back. And that makes it really handy for trying stuff, retrying things if you make a mistake. And now the last one, I can't show this last shortcut here, so I'm going to load another song. Okay, so now when you're in this, if you have a long song, you can see you can scroll up and down, and you're looking at the syllabified lyrics view, and you're recording. If you press the X key, you can scroll this window down, and if you press the Z key, you can scroll the window up. So that's the last shortcut. And again, to record the rhythm, you actually use the space bar. So I'm going to show all of this on this one example. So let's assume I start at full speed. So I'm first going to press 3 to switch it to, oh, whoops, no, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to click over here and then press 3 to switch the speed to 1/4 speed. And then I'm going to press the space bar to record.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to click over here to make sure that I don't accidentally stop the audio.
Ain't no one colder than me.
Okay, so let's assume that I wanted to retry that. So I would press Q. No, not Q. A to move it backwards, and now I can, let's suppose I wanted to start at the word cold. So now I can move the audio around. Okay, so now what I want to do is play the audio, go backward 1 second, play the audio, and then start from this syllable by pressing the space bar.
Ain't no one colder than me.
See, so that shows you how you use the shortcuts to correct mistakes quickly, and it makes the whole process a lot faster.